In today's digital age, texting has become an indispensable part of dating and building relationships. However, many men find themselves stumbling over this seemingly simple task. Whether it's due to nervousness, lack of experience, or just not knowing the unwritten rules of texting etiquette, these mistakes can hinder the development of a potential relationship. Today, we're here to address this by discussing the 9 worst mistakes men make when texting women. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge and skills to navigate the complex world of digital communication with confidence and charm. Whether you're just starting to text someone new or you're looking to refine your existing texting habits, this guide is tailored for you. Grammar and spelling. In the world of texting, where brevity is often prized, it's easy to overlook the importance of grammar and spelling. However, these elements are crucial in conveying a polished and respectful image. Proper grammar and spelling show that you're putting effort into your communication. It demonstrates that you're not just firing off messages without thought, but taking the time to craft a coherent and respectful text. This attention to detail can be particularly appealing, as it suggests a level of education and sophistication. Moreover, clear and correct language helps prevent misunderstandings. In the absence of vocal tone and facial expressions, your words carry the entire burden of your message. Ensuring they're well-structured and error-free is essential for clear communication. It's worth taking a few extra seconds to proofread your texts before hitting send. This simple habit can significantly improve the quality of your conversations. Don't overanalyze. Overanalyzing texts is a common trap that can lead to unnecessary stress and misunderstandings. Texts are a limited form of communication, and it's easy to misinterpret the tone or intention behind a message. Instead of dissecting every word and punctuation mark, try to take texts at face value. If something is unclear, it's okay to ask for clarification, but do so in a casual and non-confrontational manner. Avoid jumping to conclusions or reading too much into the timing or brevity of responses. Remember, texting is just one part of communication, and it's not always indicative of the entire picture. Be a little playful. Texting is an excellent medium to showcase your personality, and a light-hearted, playful tone can be incredibly appealing. It creates a sense of ease and comfort, encouraging the other person to open up and engage more freely. However, it's important to find the right balance. You want to be fun and engaging without crossing the line into being overly silly or immature. Humor is a fantastic tool, but it should be used judiciously. The goal is to make your text conversations enjoyable and memorable, not to turn them into a comedy routine. A well-placed joke or a witty remark can go a long way in breaking the ice and making your texts stand out. But remember, the essence of being lighthearted is not just about making jokes. It's about maintaining a positive and upbeat tone, even when discussing more mundane topics. This approach signals that you're someone who's pleasant to be around, both in text and in person. Keep it simple. The cornerstone of effective texting is simplicity. In a world where attention spans are short, and everyone is juggling multiple conversations, your texts need to be clear and concise. Avoid the temptation to overcomplicate your messages with flowery language or lengthy explanations. Instead, opt for straightforward, easy-to-understand texts. This approach not only makes it easier for the recipient to grasp your message, but also reduces the chances of misinterpretation. Remember, texts are stripped of the nuances of tone and body language, so clarity is paramount. Additionally, keeping your texts simple shows that you value the other person's time. You're not sending them on a scavenger hunt to decipher your message. You're communicating effectively and respectfully. This approach is especially important in the early stages of getting to know someone, where first impressions are crucial. Generic messages. Generic cookie-cutter messages are a major texting faux pas. They signal a lack of effort and genuine interest. In a world where personalized experiences are highly valued, generic texts fall flat. They make the recipient feel like just another number, rather than a unique individual you're genuinely interested in. To avoid this, personalize your messages. Reference previous conversations, bring up shared interests, or comment on something specific to the person you're texting. This approach shows that you're paying attention and value the unique aspects of your interaction. Personalized texts are more engaging and foster a deeper connection. They demonstrate that you're not just looking for any response, but are interested in building something meaningful with that specific person. Light on the emojis. Emojis are a modern texting tool that can add flavor and emotion to your messages. They can help convey feelings and intentions that might be lost in plain text. However, their overuse can backfire. Relying too heavily on emojis can make your messages seem juvenile or overly casual. It's important to remember that emojis are supplements to your words, not substitutes. Use them to enhance your message, not to carry the entire weight of your communication. A well-chosen emoji can add a playful touch or clarify the tone of your text, but it should be used judiciously. Think of emojis as the seasoning in a dish. A little can enhance the flavor, but too much can be overwhelming. Striking the right balance will show that you're capable of expressing yourself clearly and creatively. Too much texting. Texting etiquette requires a delicate balance between communication and space. Bombarding someone with texts can be overwhelming and may come across as needy or invasive. It's important to respect the other person's time and personal space. If they don't respond immediately, it's not necessarily a sign of disinterest. People have busy lives, and it's important to be understanding and patient. Sending a barrage of texts can put undue pressure on the recipient and potentially damage the budding relationship. Instead, focus on quality over quantity. Thoughtful, well-timed texts are far more effective than a flood of messages. Give the other person the opportunity to miss you and look forward to your texts. Show actual interest. Genuine interest is the foundation of any meaningful interaction, and this is especially true in texting. It's not just about asking questions, it's about engaging with the responses. Show that you're listening and interested in what the other person has to say. This can be done by asking follow-up questions, making relevant comments, or sharing your own experiences in a way that relates to the conversation. Genuine interest is about building a connection, not just filling the silence with words. It's about understanding the person behind the texts, their likes, dislikes, dreams, and fears. This level of engagement shows that you value them as an individual and are interested in more than just a superficial exchange. Be authentic. The most important rule in texting, as in life, is to be yourself. Authenticity is key to building a genuine connection. Don't try to fit into a mold or be someone you think the other person wants you to be. Authenticity is attractive and creates a foundation for a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. Being yourself also means being honest about your feelings and intentions. If you're looking for something serious, don't pretend to be interested in a casual relationship just to keep the conversation going. Similarly, if you're not interested, be respectful and honest about it. Authenticity in your texts will lead to more meaningful and fulfilling interactions. Ignoring timing and context. Texting without considering the timing and context can be a significant mistake. It's important to be mindful of when and in what situation you're sending a text. Late-night texts, for instance, might be interpreted differently than a message sent during the day. Similarly, texting during work hours or when you know the other person might be busy shows a lack of consideration for their schedule and commitments. Understanding and respecting the other person's time and current situation is crucial for effective and considerate communication.